Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. The place to be to boost your personal and professional lives through communication and leadership. And today I'm very excited. It's our first program of the year. And I have planned so many good things to share with you throughout the year. And let's start with goals. As I mentioned to you before, I have achieved much more than I expected the past 2014. And that was really something because my plate was already full when I started the year. So it was a great achievement for me. And I want to share to you how I did it. We all know how overloaded we are these days. All this information coming from all over the places can make us feel depressed, suffocated, stressed out, and therefore not being able to achieve what we could achieve. So how can we get around this and really do achieve the goals we have planned for the year? One very important thing I've learned last year was that we overestimate what we can do in 1 year, but we underestimate what we can do in 3. Interesting, isn't it? It seems to be that we all get so excited with our New Year's resolutions that we are not really effective in our planning. So with that, I've learned the golden rule of the magic tree. What's that? I'm telling you. First of all, as we considering that we underestimate what we achieve in 3 years, let's start planning 3 years ahead. But plan 3 goals that you want to achieve in the next 3 years. At the end of 3 years, what exactly you want to achieve. It could be professionally, personally, spiritually, or can even be just one area of your life, but always aiming for 3 points to be achieved. And then you work backwards. What do you need to do in the 3rd year to achieve those 3? To be in the process of achieving those 3 major goals. And then what do? You keep going backwards to the 2nd year. What are the 3 things you need to do to support these 3 things that need to be done in the 3rd year? Then you go back to the 1st year. What do you need to do? These 3 things that you need to do in the 1st year, who are the foundation for your 2nd and 3rd year, where you're going to achieve your major 3 goals. And then in your 1st year, you work per month. You work backwards every single month. 3 goals that you need to have, while one is to be supporting the one ahead. And then you work by every week, your 3 goals per week, and then you work in your 3 goals per day. I know it sounds a lot, and in fact it's not overwhelming, but yes, it requires a lot of thoughts because you're going to have to really have the big picture of where you want to be in 3 years. And while you start working backwards, you have to understand what is needed to be there. And while you're doing this, you're also able to analyze the resources you already have and the resources you will need to have to achieve those specific goals. But then you come going backwards and breaking down until your daily basis. And then you have only 3 goals per day. But you know what's the good thing about this? Is that you know that those very single 3 goals that you have per day are part of this big picture that you want to achieve in 3 years. And that, ladies and gentlemen, gives satisfaction and also give yourself the sense of being grounded and knowing where you're going towards which direction you have to go and what you need to do to get there. And then every week you review your goals for the week and check out. Also, the good thing about this technique is that as you work in single goals per day, 3 single goals per day, you know that by the end of the day, if you haven't by any chance achieved one of those goals, it's much more manageable to push this goal to the next day and adapt than not knowing what to do because you have so much in your plate. So take my advice and plan for your next 3 years. Start working backwards, breaking down until you get to your daily tasks. I promise you that you won't regret and that is going to be effective. And we will be checking you out throughout the next months. Tell me how you're getting on, send me a message, put your comments below, and remember, share, because what's good needs to be shared. And I keep repeating, you have a unique talent and the world needs it now. So go there, stand out, and give to the world the best of you. Thank you for watching and see you next week in Tulia Lopes channel.